And I am live. Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday, September 25th, 2019. Here on the Morning Chooch with Marshall. How you doing, Marshall?
Good morning. How's everybody doing?
Cherry place to be in San Diego today. So
Yeah.
wait a couple minutes till people come in this morning.
Population.
Saying hi to everybody today. Big topic today, was it stalking last night? We'll see. Last night, I haven't had any real incidents since I've been in the San Diego area. Last night might have been a game changer. I don't know. Good morning. Good morning, Kim C. Good morning, Vicky. Good morning, Patsy. And I'll be getting Elvis's opinion on that because he's probably had more encounters with people on the roads and stuff like that, both moving and
Yep.
at locations. So, my resident expert on that. Good morning, Orange. Good morning to you. Good morning, Bev. Looks like we just had some coffee this morning. Just waking up. Probably. What do you think after all that exercise yesterday? Climbing up that quarter mile.
Whenever you exercise, strenuous exercise, you do sleep better. I guess your body needs that recovery. And you do have you feel tired, and you do have a much deeper, longer sleep than when you've not done any strenuous type of activity, whatever you may be doing that's physically strenuous. So, yes, you do sleep better and longer. For whatever reason, I don't know what the scientific reason is behind that. There's a science behind
There's always something going on around here. I don't know what county jail shorts are. Anyway, yeah, I'll tell you, I was a little sore this morning. Waking up, I was a little bit stiff. It's being in cool weather, nighttime is great for sleeping, but sometimes your muscles can kind of tighten up and everything. How you doing, Jen?
you. Yep.
The expert is here. I guess Vicky Victoria is here. She's the expert today. So, good morning, Garrett. How are you, Garrett Randa? Good morning, Garrett. So anyway, just reflecting on yesterday and then last night, and then I'm in the parking lot at an undisclosed location that I've been a few times without any incidents last night, without anything going on, and I mean days all over the Southwest, and I haven't had any problem. And I don't even know what time it was because my phone was on the charger block last night. It was still pretty dark outside. How you doing? Good morning. And all of a sudden, I hear somebody slapping on the side of the van, and I just sat bolt right upright. You know. And they only said 4 words: "Get out of town." That's all they said. I lifted up the shade, and it looked like a guy on a bicycle. It wasn't blogger front. It looked like a guy on a bicycle was taking off up the hill. What's interesting is what happened to you, probably better.
Well, probably I would say it could have been 6, 7 in the morning. I heard someone was walking down the street, and it was quite early in the morning, probably 6:30, probably 7:30, something like that. And they said, and I don't know if this was directed towards me, but it was just so random and weird. Because throughout the whole night, I hadn't heard nothing. It was pretty quiet. But this one guy walking down the street said, "That's the biggest piece of shit Ford ever made." And I thought that was just kind of random and weird, and I didn't understand if it was directed towards me or if it was just kind of weird. That was another thing that
So it could have been about the same time because I wasn't quite, probably was just getting on light this morning. So I don't know, was it a stalker or was it not? And then you're beings as you're in public.
it could be vlogger puppets.
Beings as we're in public streets. boondocking stuff. You never know when you're pulling in dark at night. And I woke up this morning and I saw that somebody must have taken a big dump right on the street, about 10 feet away from the van, and they had all the like restaurant tissues and stuff. It was so it was so gross. Yeah, let's see. It said your van is really an eyesore. I don't know why. No, I'm not naked today. It just looks like I am. That was really gross. I mean, that just turned my stomach today when I saw that. But was that a stalker thing, or was that somebody that was just randomly running through in the morning and causing a little mayhem? Because let's face it, some of these places, and I never imagined it would be that way, but some of these places are relatively easy to boondock, and they do attract people with vans, and even extended vans here, and like I said, pleasure ways. And I'm really surprised what people can get away with here in the way of parking. Morning, Joe. It was Tasha. It wasn't Tasha.
Okay, well, Rosie, I just want to tell you, I just found something on my camera here that helps me. That, as you can see, I just want to show you this setting. See, now my face is right.
Right.
Okay. So I just wanted to show you. Maybe it's on yours too.
We can invert or flip.
Is that what it is? It's because it's
I don't know if you can do it on videos. Whole videos.
Actually, it's on video you can't do it, but on a picture you can.
I think you probably can. It's probably too much. We're trying to, with this phenomena when you use.
Okay, here is the setting. It says pictures as previewed selfie. If I get that checked, it'll twist the image. But
okay, I'll check that later.
But I said that's the setting right there.
So you turn that off now?
I turned it off.
Okay,
so
I'll check that out, because we've been. My phone is relatively new, and it's always looking backwards. It's inverting everything when we're standing there, so it should be able to do that. I don't know, Diane. We just have to see what anything is fine. We just have to see what goes on and when we get up there. So we just got to play it by ear. I don't know how long. I don't know how long he's gonna. I'd be worried about anybody that came out of multiple extractions and driving a car or driving a van. So it's probably gonna. I'm sure they're gonna. Are they gonna give you anesthesia or something? Did they talk?
No. Well, and actually, whenever you have a wisdom tooth removal, that is. The wisdom tooth is underneath the gum and bones. In the United States, they actually put you through full anesthesia and they knock you out. Well, in Mexico, the law is the only person that can do that, it has to actually be a medical doctor, a full anesthesiologist. An oral surgeon can't do it. In the United States, an oral surgeon can administer that. So it's going to be just local. They're going to do local anesthesia is what they're saying, whereas you're not really knocked all out, or it's not even really anesthesia, I guess. It's another form of numbing. So I don't, it's...
Well, are you concerned based on the fact that they didn't numb you up to cut part of your gum away when they were placing your new crown on? Are you concerned that they're just they're oblivious to pain that you might be in and everything?
Well, actually, they did numb me up when they cut part of the gum away. They just didn't numb me up when they were flossing out the goo.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, they definitely are an oral surgeon is gonna be doing that wisdom tooth removal, because that's a specialty. And the other two teeth that are going to be removed will be done by the regular dentist. So
now, is that going to be in the same office? They're going to bring in an oral surgeon?
Yeah, because the oral surgeons, a lot of times there in Mexico, oral surgeons are contracted to several offices. They'll have to bring somebody in from Mexicali to do the wisdom
Hey,
tooth
check.
removal.
Good
So,
morning.
and yeah, I'll probably stick with the. I think the dentist did a good job on the crowns and preparation, right, for the crowns. I think he did a good job.
Well, they didn't rush it, and they
Yeah.
they certainly took their.
I like the whole experience with the office. I think the price was good. I think they did a great job. I mean, don't you think? And the way
Yeah.
the crowns and yeah, the only thing was just I wish I would have been given some. I guess when I left the office, I was really in pain, and I wasn't really given a proper painkiller.
I
And
don't know what it was weird. I don't know what they gave you.
yeah,
it's
and I wasn't really. They didn't really
Hey,
numb me
Nathan.
up, but it wasn't with the other major procedures. Yeah, they're definitely going to do that. But yeah, that's the thing. So
yeah, it probably looks like I'm naked today. I'm not. Yeah.
but
But I could be. So that's a concern coming out of there, and we want to do the Mexicali tomorrow night. It'll be the I guess what Marshall calls the real Tijuana, begins when the sun goes
well,
down.
actually, it does work even on video. So
Okay.
that feature even corrects it. I don't know if
Okay.
you have it. You should check it on your phone.
Yeah, I will. I
but-
just can't stop my hangout. to
Yeah,
just
I'm
do
just
that
saying,
in the
yeah.
middle of it. Yeah, I
Yeah.
will definitely check that. With the camera inverting.
Pictures
now
as
take
preview selfie. Yeah.
You don't want dentures. Take care of your teeth. You don't want dentures like knife full upper and lower plate. Trust me
Well,
when I say it ain't fun.
talking about dentures in Mexico, if anybody's interested in dentures, they got these dentures that are, they'll put 4 implants in your mouth, 2 on the bottom and 2 up top. And the regular dentures, when people wear them, it covers the top part of their mouth, and it really messes up the taste of food when you eat food. But you can get these dentures that will clip into your gums from the upper and lower, and they're attached to these implants, these posts that you have on your upper and lower, and they're much better than regular dentures. So I'd highly recommend people to look into that. Whoever's in the
Somebody
market
said,
for
can
it.
you go in any pharmacy and get whatever you want in Mexico? Not at all. No. They also have. They also have controls on the pharmacy.
On some of the pain medication, like
You're not going to go over there
codeine,
load up on Vicodin and
Stuff like that.
Tylenol with fortified fentanyl patches, morphine. No, it doesn't work that way. People think it's the Wild West. If anything,
right?
over the 10 years since the last time I was in Mexico, the most notable thing is how much more control they've exerted over Tijuana now. From border control and filling in the paperwork, going in,
To the
to
security.
pharmacies, to security, to the police forces, to the police on the street.
I would say with the combination in Tijuana, with the combination of security bouncers inside and outside of these clubs, you're safe inside of the club, and you're actually safer in the club than outside. I mean, there are police outside on the streets doing their patrols. Are very prevalent, and most of the locals there and people there are good people, really. I mean, there's going to be a few bad apples here and there, but people, like I said, the media has pumped everybody. I was scared to go to Mexico before. I was scared because the media keeps on pumping us with this with the bad news about Mexico, the drug cartels, and they've scared a lot of Americans away. That's why when you talk to Americans here in the United States, they tell you don't go to Mexico, it's dangerous. They always say that because the media keeps on pumping. Even Mexican people in Algodones and San Luis have said don't go to Tijuana. They haven't been there in a long time. They pump even the Mexican people with just negative news about Tijuana and Mexico. And that's what happens. The media controls people's minds. So don't listen to the media. Go out there and see it for yourself and make your own decision. That's my opinion.
So yeah, I think the idea that pharmacies are cash and carry and you can get whatever you want. Yeah, I think sildenafil is one thing, but
yeah, I got some right here.
yeah, you left it in the car last night.
I hope Rosie, you didn't use any, did you? Hold on, let me check, because I got 8 pills here.
I don't need it.
Okay, and I got a great deal. Actually, I got 8, 16, what is that? What do we get?
Like I forgot to get dressed today.
We got I got 30 pills from my buddy. He actually gave me more than what he should have. I got 30 pills of 100 milligrams sildenafil for about $8, under $8 in Tijuana. I mean, it's already in Los Alamos. Look at that, brother. Oh, I gotta make sure. I gotta make sure Rosie didn't take any. Let me see. I gotta make sure she didn't. Hold on a second. What happened to the other one? Well, one pill was missing.
Not me.
But I thought, oh, this is 4 tablets. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I only took one yesterday at Black's Beach, so she didn't take the other. This is the real deal here, man.
I know. No, Rosie works just fine.
I thought she was gonna go to the adult bookstore and take some. So
no, I wasn't gonna go work the adult bookstore last night and find a few pin cushions out there. Anyway, so it's really not a cash and carry kind of place. The cleanliness of it, everything has been much improved down there. Yeah, I guess it kind of looks like I'm topless today. I don't know. Like I just got off work or something this morning. Screenshot. We needed to walk around. I don't know, Miss Pudwina. I don't know. I don't know everything. Well, Greg Travels, I don't know. We kind of went off of some areas. Hello, Vintage. How are you? Thank you, Nathan. You're sweet. Yeah, it's the active ingredient. I think, hey, there's Nicole's new channel. I'll sub you up, Nicole, when I get a chance to.
She opened up a new channel?
Hey, Uber Goober, she has a dedicated cooking channel now.
Is she going to apply to get remonetized?
I'm sure she, as far as I know, she has contacted through Twitter, YouTube, and I'll probably check it out. I mean, it seems ridiculous.
So I think you got to scroll up, Rosie.
Yeah, sorry.
So what? Okay, I got a question about Nicole's demonetization. Did I just pick people randomly? I don't think she has anything on her that's.
There's nothing on there.
There's nothing on her that's controversial.
I can understand a lot of my stuff, but I have no concept of
Is it just that people?
It's not people. It's all machine driven. It's all algorithm.
It's all algorithm.
Nobody's reviewing anything. It's all being done by computer, artificial intelligence. That's what it's being. Because I had Murphy channel demonetized. That was easy for me to get cleaned up because it's a much smaller channel, and then I was remonetized again. And then 2 weeks later, it's like, and our team is reviewed. It's like BS, and it's you're demonetized. Well, all I put up was travel videos. 2 weeks. I knew at that point in time that no human being is doing anything to look at these channels. They call the AI the computer part of the team now. That's how they get away with it. So who knows?
What's your status on getting Rosie O'Kelly monetized?
I don't know. I haven't even begun to. I pulled out a few things. I'm getting a very excellent level of support here on the Rosie O'Kelly channel through PayPal. To be honest, there were some people that didn't give tips before because they didn't like the idea of Google taking 22% of their money, instead of 100% going to me. So that it's now some people have come up and said that's so. To tell you the truth, I haven't really missed it. The monetization.
I think that the super chat option. I see a lot of YouTubers like in the RV community, like Mike Living Free. When he goes online, a lot of people give him money through Super Chat. And I think he caters to a 100% RV community. Even though there are bottom YouTube people in there, and it's heavily moderated. He has a lot of wrenches and moderators. But I think it's to the point where the people that are watching us, a lot of people are watching from drama and bottom of YouTube. And the people don't want to donate on Super Chat that much anymore because of the trolls. You have to have a channel that's heavily moderated by moderators to be successful on the super chats, because people are getting bombarded with attacks. So that's what I see. I mean, Mike Living Free's channel is heavily moderated. He's got a lot of moderators and wrenches, and there's no way a troll's
Hey,
going to be able to put a
Shay.
comment through.
Shut your super
And
chat off and only have PayPal super chat. They take your money. I don't know, but people have asked me about it, and
a lot of people do like to support through super chat. I've been getting super chat for the past couple days.
it's kind of like 50-50. It's fine. But
Right.
somebody asked me about it, and then you asked me, and I'm not sitting here on my
Right.
computer open. I'm eligible to reapply anytime I want, but I'm not going to sit there and use my travel time to.
You can do that at
I
home.
can do that at home.
Right.
I mean, it's not
Exactly.
what I set up the channel. It's not what I set up the channel to do. So,
Yep.
Marshall, I gotta go wee. So you take over for a couple
Okay.
minutes, okay?
All right,
And,
cool.
Don't ban anybody,
No, I
please.
won't. I'm just watching here.
Keep it clean.
Yeah, so Rosie's gonna do her thing. So just was curious. Now that I'm here, I just want to ask everybody a question. Where is everybody from? City, state, country. Where's everybody from? I always like to know this question to this answer to this question. Just curious, where's everybody from? City, state, country. I'm always curious. UK, United Kingdom, really, that's cool. All pale from the UK. England. We got Vinny G in here. Hope you're doing better, Vinny. Nice to see you, brother. Who else is in here? Austin, Texas. Toronto, Canada. How you doing? Austin, Texas. Hey, I like Austin, man. A lot of good barbecue there. Where's everybody else from? Indiana. Oregon. How you doing, Amy Life's Journey? What is your channel about? Oregon? Portland? Where are you from? Does Amy have a channel? I don't know. Salem, Oregon. You got a channel, Amy? Where's everybody else from? Michigan, Sister Earth. I'm just curious to know where everybody's from. I'm just curious. Yuma, Arizona. Wyoming. Yuma, Arizona, Wyoming. I'm about 15 minutes from you now. Just curious where everybody else is from. Hello from New Zealand. Hello, how you doing? New Zealand. Okay, where is everybody else from? City, state, country. City, state, country. Where's everybody else from? Well, you can't use my mom's picture in here, so you're out of here. Rosie doesn't let anybody use family pictures on her, so you're out of here. Where is everybody else from? City, state, country. Curious, where is everybody else from? City, state, country. Where is everybody else from? City, state, country. Norway. All right, who in here has a YouTube channel? Where's all the YouTube content creators? Amy, do you have a channel? What's your channel about? Who in here actually has content on the YouTube channel? Just curious. Yes, it did have my mom's picture. And Rosie can go back and look at her community ban list on Dashboard. Rosie said you can't use anyone's family pictures, names on her. Clearly she said that. Yeah, that was my mom's picture. It was. So who in here has a content channel? See, I do have a channel. It's just a vlogging channel. Amy's Life Journeys. Cool. Are you a BBW? I'm gonna have to hold this. What is your channel about? Let's see. It was his mom's pick, and that's vile to use it. Hi, Elvis. Just headed to the shower. Have a great day. Hey, Glamorous Life Cat. How you doing? Good day to you. Yeah, it was my mom's picture, and Rosie has clearly said on her channel she doesn't allow anyone to use family names, pictures on her. She said it many, many times before. And she can go back to her YouTube dashboard on the desktop version of YouTube on the phone and see that that was my mom's picture that was being used. That's a troll. That's a troll. One of my trolls. And she doesn't allow that. Oh, okay. I don't see Amy's Life. Okay.
Oh, man, that was funny.
What was funny?
Some kid went down the aisle. They have all the Halloween candy out and stuff.
Uh-huh.
This kid just put his arm out, walked down the aisle, and pushed every bit of candy onto the floor. Every bag onto the store.
Sounds like a spoiled brat.
I don't know. The kid was nutty in there.
Hey, just to let you know, there was somebody in here using my mom's picture, Elvis' mom, that troll, and I banned him because you said that you don't allow family pictures to be used on her, so, or names.
There we go. I'm not a troll. You're not blocked, Vicky.
For some reason, the Amy Life Journey, I don't know, I can't see her on my channel. I don't know what the deal is with this, that I can't see some people on my channel.
Well, that's what I was with Tara, and I was trying to read your chat, and it was like 1/4 of the chat of the people that were showing up. I don't know, you got so many people blocked and banned.
No, it's not about that. Some people I just can't see.
I don't really know. Yeah, the kid was unbelievable in there.
Was he a spoiled brat?
I don't know if he was spoiled, but I never saw anybody do that, like supermarket sweep, like just push it all on the floor. I don't know, looked like a rich kid. I don't think the manager came over and, just started picking up the bags and stuff. And yeah, it takes work to put that stuff up on the aisles. Oh, because he has this blocked in Google. Okay.
Well, actually, when you go to your Google account now, you can go on your desk laptop or whatever. There is an option there that says people that are blocked. But almost every person that you see on the block list, it just says a Google user. So you don't know who it is, but I don't know if that's...
I don't know. I have very, very few people. I don't know. People get older, they start to get a little bit of gray. I love going on my YouTube channel and seeing my crafts. Okay, there you go. What's Harvey on about today? I don't know, that was really surprising. I never saw a kid do that in a store before. But this is the kind of neighborhood people have money, so you can't offend anybody. These people will drive Mercedes Benzes and Lexus and all this kind of stuff. You can't say anything to anybody, or else they'll probably get
I'm just surprised. I'm just surprised that the police over here.
What police?
Well, I
haven't seen a cop.
I haven't seen one. I see security guards, but this guy has been parked here in this private property, as you know now, for 2-3 days now, and they haven't even run them out. So.
Grumpy old man, back to Yuma. The plan is Saturday, I believe, and that'll give time. Roll into Mexicali on
Saturday. Yeah, we're gonna
spend Sunday and probably Mexicali also down.
Right, and then probably Sunday evening, heading on to there's just an hour drive to Yuma.
Yeah.
I was gonna check the weather and see
what the weather. See what the Yuma weather is.
That's what I was gonna check.
So today is gonna be. I want to go down and just. I'm gonna come back up to this area because I like it, but I'm gonna go sit down south just for the day. I want to check out a place called Imperial Beach down there to see what that's like. And then
oh yeah, I wanted to show you this. So actually my friend from Chicago sent me the screenshot of the troll that I banned. See, he used my mom's picture, Elvis' mom.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
So there it is. So in case the trolls lie to you and say that I banned anybody else, that was the one right there.
All right.
And you can see that where it says message removed.
Okay.
Thank you from
hello,
Chicago.
Vanessa. How are you? Yeah. So what's the weather going to be in Yuma? You know?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna check it right now. My friend from Chicago is watching behind the scenes. I'm gonna check it right now to see what.
Faith healer.
No, not the divine healer. My
Divine
friend from Chicago, my old Mexican friend.
I'm doing good. It just looks like I'm naked today, but I'm not. So that was yesterday. I'm gonna be putting up a video on my post-game thoughts. Yes, I also have Elvis Marine Corps training climbing up that cliff yesterday.
Okay, here's the 10-day for Yuma. So
starting on Saturday.
Look at these temperatures here. Look at that. You're gonna go Saturday, right?
Yeah,
look at the temperatures in the nighttime. It's gonna be 60. Look at that. It's
gonna be 62, 63.
63. Yeah, it's all gonna be. You don't need air conditioning in that. It's gonna be perfect. So the weather really changes from.
Yeah, just a couple weeks.
From what are we in right now? Are we in September? From September to October.
Yeah.
It gets really comfortable down there.
Yeah.
Look at that.
What does a 10-day look like?
Well, you can see all the temperatures are really, really good.
Yeah, 62, 63. That looks really.
That's great. Yeah.
That looks excellent.
Excellent. Yeah.
I know today they're under a heat advisory in the North Bay up near where Missy Jenn is, so she's in cool air conditioned comfort today, and they're on a high alert fire danger. So it's so doggone dry. Healing is back on the heating is back on in the morning. I can't imagine having heating on. Any hot glutes? Oh, there's a lot of good looking guys down there, you know. Sex if you're not. I don't know who you're talking to, Dogo. Somebody in the chat, put a name on it. My son and daughter-in-law are coming for a visit tomorrow. That's awesome, Survivor. All right, I'll check you later, Nicole. Food by Nichols. Make sure to sub her up, okay? That's her new dedicated food channel. Yeah, we did this morning. Somebody came by the van. Get out of town. And then they must have gone up the street to Marshall's van and said some derogatory remark about the coachman. What did they say then?
Well, I heard somebody say that's the biggest piece of shit Ford ever made. You know? Yeah.
So something like that. So, were they related? I have no idea. Was it Gary? I'm not worried about Gary. You know, let's say Gary, what is Gary going to do when if he comes, right? Is he going to use physical force? I mean, I know the guy. I know I know who he is. He's a real person. His Facebook, and what are you going to do? Because of something that happened on YouTube, you're going to take it to a physical level and a level of violence. So I say to myself, no. So what is he going to do? Yell? No, he'll probably stand there and just chimp out. So I'll make sure to have the video camera rolling when he chimps. That'll be a good story. Let's just say, they said you should try a ponytail.
Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out, is Tijuana considered the Baja of California?
Yeah, Baja, BC.
Okay. Zona Centro.
Zona Centro, Zona Norte, Zona Central.
Right.
Let's see. Yeah, so I would love to see him chimping out. How you doing, Janet? I'd love to see one of these righteous persons roll up and chimp out. I'd love to have that on camera. But of course, they'll never do it. So.
Well, as far as Mr. Gary, he came up. He didn't really encounter me. He just kind of followed me. He flipped me off, and then he went about his way. He didn't want to take it to the next level, because if he would have, stopped,
do anything to you.
Yeah, if he would have stopped and encountered me, then it would have went into the next level. So the question is, it's a pretty scary world out there, because there's a lot of people watching, and you don't know what's on their minds, and some people don't want to make a name for themselves on camera.
Well, they might mess with a van.
Right.
They might do something like that. But as far as physically putting their hands on you, it's never going to happen.
Never
going to happen on YouTube.
Yeah.
Never.
What I've always been.
That being the case, I don't have any fear at all about people like that curse and talk and do all that.
Well.
Okay. Never have. Never will. They'll never be on my radar screen.
There's a lot of people out there that the people that you got to be worried about are the people that don't want to be on camera or don't have a YouTube channel. And
hey, McFly.
And I just think in Rosie's
I can't worry about it. Nobody on YouTube is going to take.
I think that Rosie should have some really good surveillance at the Rancho, because people know where she lives. And you don't know what people are going to do as far as vandalism.
How do you know I don't already have surveillance on the road?
She probably does,
Right.
But I wouldn't
discuss it on here.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to feel like a sitting duck. And also, do you have signs posted, no trespassing?
Mm-hmm.
You have that, so.
Yeah, is it hot up there today, Janet? Wondering how hot it is. She's about 45 miles from me. Yeah. So, you ever going to the southern U.S. here along the border? Yeah, I'm going on the. I'll be going down through the southern part. It's going to be 100 today. Okay. So that's why I said you can't judge by location in California, because that's 400 miles north and it's 30 degrees hotter today. So it's just the unusual nature of. California. So I'm not, Marshall.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about. At my age, I got bigger fish to fry than whether somebody's going to come and show up and do this or that on the Rancho. For what purpose? Because they're mad about something that they see on YouTube. Well, I feel sorry for you if that's so offensive to you. I mean, compared to what I've seen in the last 2 weeks on YouTube Hangouts and the incredibly crappy things that people and the heinous things that people have said to other people on here, well, it just, to me, it's like you do what you want to do, Let's see, OSB, Sneaking Rancho, find the apple pie. There you go.
I think a lot of people will be terrified to walk onto the private property of the Rancho, because they know that Rosie and Jenn are armed, and they know that they know how to use their guns.
Yeah, we're very.
People will be terrified to walk into the Rancho, and
Well, I wouldn't do it. We had two guys that jumped the back fence. It looked like 17-year-olds who were trying to get away from somebody else. They just ran through it and hopped the other fence. But that's the first time, except for the tweaker that came in one night and left more than he came with. He left all his money and keys.
Did you hear about what happened to the guy in Florida with the stand your ground law? There was a black guy and his wife, and they were parked in this parking space that was illegal. And this white guy came up to him in Florida. He's like, "Get your car out of here, move it out of here, you're in the handicap space." And he got into an argument with the black guy, and the black guy pushed the white guy with the gun. And then the white guy got up and shot the guy and killed the guy in front of his wife and kid. And then now I think he's going to be doing, manslaughter or something.
Yeah, he'll be charged with something. He won't get a stand your ground on that one. I'm sorry.
You won't get a standing ground on that one.
Well, I mean, it's a concealed carrier state. Yeah, I've been in Wyoming there. I spent a lot of time.
What's
you
the
know
law
who
in
I am
California?
in the past, I was hated by many. That's what I'm saying, Jimmy. You know, I know who you are. I'm just saying I know about that stuff. So.
What's the law in California?
Reagan banned open carry when Black Panthers marched on Sacramento. That was sad. There's no open carry in California.
What's the law in
And I don't really care. I don't live my life. Yeah, bad stuff has happened to me.
What's the law in California if somebody brings in
family and stuff like that? But you know, you got to live your life.
What is the law if somebody breaks into your house or your property in California at Santa Rosa? If somebody, can you shoot them?
If you shoot them outside, drag them over the threshold into your home. Okay.
No, I'm saying
I can't shoot somebody on my property unless they're a physical threat to me. Okay.
Right.
All right, but if they enter my domicile, then it's game on at that point.
You mean in your home?
Yeah, in the home. Yeah.
But not on the backyard.
Now, if they confront me, and it's if I perceive that there's a threat and they're obviously armed, and
right,
then I have a right to defend myself and protect myself. Outside, yeah.
They're not gonna come inside your home, but they would try to come into the backyard. I think they would try. A troll could possibly do that. I don't think they would come in your home.
We'll probably take him out on the gun range with some more training out there in California, and put that 9mm in his hands again, and take Marshall out with some advanced self-defense training.
Yeah, what I want to do is eat some of Rosie's cod and salmon, get proteined up, because I need that protein. I love protein, and then after that we'll go to the gun range, and then we'll go we'll go to San Francisco and we'll do this. I want to have real rice-a-roni and the sourdough soup.
There you go, Ajax.
And yeah. And then we'll go. You know what? We need to visit what else?
The only people that might come, J.K. NoCal. The J.K. NoCal is not going to get physical with anybody. Sean the Brit, no guarantees about Sean, but Sean's a righteous person. Other than that, Janet and the boss, and everybody get along good. I mean,
one thing Mr. X said. He said if anybody were to harm Elvis Travels in any way, that Rosie O'Kelly would be upset at them. Now, I hope what he's saying is true.
In other words, of course I'd be upset if somebody physically harmed you.
Well,
if somebody
or harms
physically
Elisa Marie,
harmed
or harms
anybody,
Elisa Marie.
harms
Elisa Marie.
I'd be sorry. Of course I'd be
it's one
sorry.
thing somebody talking a bunch of gibberish on YouTube.
Of course I'd be sorry.
But that's what Mr. X said. He said that.
Mr. X has got to know that. Yeah, have to have Zoe take out Marshall. There you go. Zoe's their new dog.
So
dogs can always tell, Marshall. So anyway, would I be sorry? Yeah, I'm sorry when anything happens to anybody on YouTube. But I can't think of a case where somebody actually put it on the street beyond just slapping on the side of a van, putting something on your van, calling the cops on you, with your location. I can't think of anybody that ever confronted anybody with physical violence because it's too easy to figure out who you are.
Right.
And B, people would question your motivation that you did something that you could watch on YouTube would get you so torqued up that you would feel like you have to put it in gear and physically assault.
You got to think about it. Somebody like Gary from Arizona, and open carry is prevalent in Arizona.
Here come the helicopter.
And he's not really yeah.
Are we being swatted?
Maybe that's Jeremy Hopper watching us from above. But somebody like Gary with a Harley Davidson, he could go around and do a drive-by shooting, or he could go around and slash your tires and take your windshield, your glass down in a matter of 5 minutes. And nobody would ever know who did it. And one of these days, I hope it doesn't happen, but it might happen.
I don't think anybody would ever do anything ever on YouTube like that.
We can't underestimate that,
Well, I'm just saying that you'd have to be a lot more twisted than you are, Marshall, to do something like that in my opinion.
So I've always been worried about vandalism. That's why I always keep my eye on my rig, and I just hope that Rosie's got some camera surveillance system, because the trolls will drive, knowing that you look at Dave, found out where my van was at in Florida, and he could have done anything to it right there. And
But did he?
Well, he didn't, but somebody else could.
Well, I'm just saying.
Somebody
that
else
just
could.
shows you
Yeah.
the point that people will take it to.
Right.
To meet you or confront you like Mr. Dirty did to me on the streets of Las Vegas. But it'd be
Right.
beyond that, I don't think so.
Well, what's scary
It's
is
a
not.
two-dimensional. It's like you're watching a TV show out there, YouTube.
Yeah.
You're watching content creators. I mean, do you get upset at your TV when something happens on your TV series? Do you put it in gear for Hollywood and go out there and confront them in the movie studio and grab the executive by the shirt and say, I'm going to stalk you now for what you...
There's a lot of people out
It's
there
YouTube.
that are lone wolves like Gary that are watching you right now. They're lone wolves. They don't have a YouTube channel. They're not a big star. They don't have content.
Yeah, but I've got
But they're
all
watching
the
you.
info I need on him.
And one time, one way or another,
How you doing, JK?
one day they'll find you, they'll find me, and you
Hey,
don't
Lisa.
know what these people would do. Hey Lisa, how you doing? So, is that Lisa? Or some other Lisa?
Which one?
Is that Lisa from San Diego?
Let
or
me
some other Lisa?
see. That's Lisa Arky.
Oh, Lisa Arky from Arkansas. How you doing?
Epic Eye is unbanned in here from what I can see. Hello, Cheryl. Yeah, I think you give people too much power over your thought processes and stuff just because of dating.
Well, let me give you an
You know?
example.
I can never see myself getting so upset on YouTube that I have to get in my car and drive and confront the creators. I've got to stop this for the sake of humanity.
Let me.
It's YouTube.
Let me tell you something.
If you don't think he modifies stuff on YouTube to, rattle the cage and stuff like, come on.
Let me give you a scenario here. If say you're on a hangout, right? And this has happened many times to me before, and you're live on the air, and somebody messages you and say, you know what? I know where you're boondocking at for tonight, and I'm gonna find you and I'm gonna do something. And they actually put the location out. And then you think to yourself, then you know that you're being stalked now. You're being hunted. Like,
I would have gone right to that spot and spent the night right there and
You're
called
being-
their bluff.
right, and then
They called their bluff. And the
and
next day I would have had to
now-
joy and say, and they didn't do anything.
right,
last
and you
night.
don't know who this person is.
I don't care. There's
Exactly.
there's nobody I can or should fear on YouTube. I'm sorry.
Well, it's
Freaking allergy.
yeah,
And
it's
that's the bottom line for me is that no, I'm not going to live because when they do something like that, now they're breaking the law. I'm not theoretically, even if I'm a goofball on YouTube and
Well-
make people mad like a WWE person does
There's-
in the arena, and I hate you people in Baltimore, and they're throwing tomatoes and stuff like that.
Well,
How many of these people are going to be so upset watching that show that they have to drive to the wrestler's house and confront him and say, I didn't like what you did to Chief Jay Strongbow.
The difference between me and you
Good
is
Lord.
the difference between me and you is nobody's ever followed you or stalked you. I've had people follow me. I've had people stalk me. I've had people
Yeah,
put
what did
notes
you
on my
think she
rig.
was going to do, Miss MFW? What do you think she was going to do?
Well, not her.
You think that, okay, well...
I think what she would have
you
done,
know-
if I would have pulled over, I would have had
Do you think Dave was ever going to physically...
No.
Yeah,
but
just
a
saying.
person like Miss Wonderful, if I would have pulled over, I would have had a verbal confrontation with her. She would have called the cops, and she would have said that I attacked her, and
Well,
she
you would have been live with that time.
she would have attempted to get me arrested because she's a troll. Everybody has a different prerogative, but I don't think Rosie's ever been followed or stalked or notes
I've
put
been-
on her
I've
vent.
been
Not
stalked
like me on the
before.
room. Where?
I've been stalked before. I've
Give me
had
an example.
notes put on home a year and a half ago. I've had people drive by the home and send me videos and slow drive-bys.
But not as
I've
much
been
as me though,
stalked.
right? You admit
Well,
that.
Marshall, I don't do what you do.
Right.
Okay, I mean, let's face it.
Rosie is
You
not.
want to be the guy that pulls the pin on the grenade. I don't. I
Yeah.
want to be the person that just enjoys my life and
Yeah.
does my thing. I'm not out here saying terrible things, but in the last couple of weeks, like I say, the things I've seen on YouTube and the things that people have said the last 2 weeks, you know, and yet a lot of them will get a free pass on you. Oh, that's okay.
The
you know?
the amount of people that have videotaped me live in real life, that have put out my locations, that have called the cops on me and stalked me for almost 5 years. There's no comparison.
That's it. Yeah, I wouldn't give them the attention they want.
There's no comparison between the level. I am the most stalked, surveilled, talked about nomad in the world. There's nobody else that compares. And Rosie's, and that she understands that, she knows that. So it's a whole different thing. The stalking and surveillance of my life, and the calling of the cops and authorities and all that stuff. I'm on a whole different level. I'm on a level that's above and beyond, head and shoulders above every other nomad.
Yeah, and who put you in that position? Not me.
I didn't put myself in that position.
Well, people by the stuff you put out on YouTube.
No,
you run your flapper sometime, and people are they're never gonna come and get you. They're never gonna come and get you.
It's against the law.
Of course, it's against the law.
It's against the law to stalk somebody. I don't care what I say.
You're talking about it like it's a point of pride that I'm the most stalked, and I'm like, well, just walk it back a little bit, okay? I'm not the most stalked.
You're not.
I live my life, and I try to be positive, so I don't have to worry about my back. Have I taken a lot of stuff over the years? Of course I have. You know, people have brought it to real life quite a few times.
And you don't have to worry about people that are going to come and confront you live, like the guy in Vegas. You're going to have to worry about people that are not going to do that live, because the trolls don't want to be on camera. And so,
whether they like it or not, they are.
Exactly. There's several videos on me that people that have stalked me live, 2 times at McDonald's, 3 times in Titusville. Several times, you know, so that's just a fact. So yes, I am worried about it. I'm not scared of these people, but I am worried about it, because when you see these people, you don't know what they plan to do. Are they going to ambush you? Are they going to vandalize your rig? Because I don't know what their goal is. You see what I'm saying? So but Rosie's, like I said, she doesn't understand what I'm dealing with, because she hasn't received that sort of stalk. When you have the FBI called on you and they're knocking on your door, and now you're being investigated as a domestic terrorist, that'll shake you up. And if that doesn't shake you up, I don't know what will shake you up. But the FBI's never been knocked on the Rancho, but they knocked on Elisa Marie. So I can go on and on about this. I can make a whole show on this. But
it doesn't matter to me, Marshall. I never put myself in a position where anybody would ever want to take it to that level. Okay?
They might take it to
yeah, of course they might do that. You know, and an asteroid might fall on my head this afternoon. A lot of things could happen.
Oh.
But I've never lived a day of my life scared, and I'm not about to now because of being on YouTube. It's just my way of doing it. If things happen at that moment, you deal with it. Like when Mr. Dirty came up in Vegas. He's a huge guy, you know. I don't know what the guy's going to do, but hey, I'm there. I just got to deal with the situation. I'm not going to worry about, then Tim S comes and parties and stuff. It's, I'm lucky. But, you haven't been physically assaulted or anything. So, because most people here, they're not morons here. They understand that there's a point that if they take it to, they're going to be the ones that are going to be in trouble and exposed, and they're the ones that are going to face criminal charges for assault.
I'm not worried about physical. I'm more worried about vandalism.
Yeah, when you're looking for bad will show up. Well, but vandalism too, I understand.
Vandalism is a big thing.
That. You got a valid point in that. You got a valid point. Is it better than it was 2 years ago? Of course it is, in my opinion.
Well, I think that if the trolls know that you have a camera rolling, Gary knew that I was live on the air, and he knew that if he encountered me, that I would put him on camera. Now, if I wasn't on the camera and he was following me and stalking me, then it's no holds barred. Then it's uncut. Then it's raw. Then anything could happen. So yeah, if you got the camera rolling, and there's a guy named Don Carpenter. You probably don't know him. He was doing the van life, and he had a conversion van. He had a nice monitor set up in their TV, and he had all these cameras all over his rig, and he could see what was going on. And you know what? that's a good investment for any YouTuber, because you don't know who's out there, you don't know who's watching, and you don't know what they want to do. So video surveillance, in Rosie's case and my case, it's a great investment, because you just don't know what people are up to. Not only trolls on YouTube, but just anybody. I had somebody try to break into my rig in Florida on the site. So,
well, let me tell you the words you want to hear. That I hope nothing ever happens to you physically, or happens to Lisa Marie. Okay, it's like Mr. X had no right asking that question.
what question?
Do would Rosie be upset or sorry if something happened?
No, Mr. X, it was a statement that he made. He said if anybody was to harm me or the Lisa Marie, not by words on the internet, but actually do physical harm, that you would turn against that person, because you wouldn't stand for that, even though that person was Rosie O'Kelly's friend.
Yeah,
that's what he stated.
Because
so
I think there's YouTube and then there's real
then
life.
There's real life. Exactly.
Yeah.
So
I mean, of course, okay. So I got it messed up. So
I've heard J.K. NoCal saying he's going to put a potato in the Lisa Marie's muffler, or he's going to do something to the Lisa Marie, and the trolls are encouraging him. It's a mob mentality, and they give this egregore this mind energy. And if they push somebody like they're pushing Miss Aloha, they've pushed Darren.
JK is a very gentle. He's a very nice guy.
Right.
And JK would never do anything.
And so, people out there, if you get enough push from the people, you never know what.
He may make vodka with a potato, but he's not going to put it in your, he's not going to put it in your tailpipe. I guess I have a better ability to discriminate, Marshall, what might be what we call hyperbole, or just, taken to the point of nonsense and reality. In your situation, I understand you have to treat everything equivalent, as if everything is and I get that, okay? I get that. But do I want to see anything happen to anybody on YouTube? Heck no, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see anybody get harmed. This should be entertainment and travels, and for me, finally, for Marshall getting his teeth done, it's a great day, and there's people that say they're not going to go back to Yuma, they're not going to go back to Los Algodones. I mean, I knew in Chicago. Remember that day when you had that thing caught in your tooth and you just went nuts, and you lifted that 150-pound generator like it was a Matchbox toy. I never saw you so upset. And he said, "That's it. I'm taking off. I'm getting it done. I'm going to get my teeth." And Mr. X and I are like, "No, it's going to be hot then. You can't. No, you got to wait till." Do you remember that?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, we're doing everything except hanging on your shoes. Like, no, don't go. Like, you don't understand. This is so bad, man.
Well, they didn't understand the pain.
I didn't understand the pain till that night. And then that night, it all kicked in, and I thought, okay, this is really going to happen this time. Because I never seen him. Hey, Mojo, what's going on?
Hey, Mojo Bo, I was just talking about you last night.
We were just talking about you, yeah.
I said I enjoy your singing and
how much we like your guitar.
Your guitar playing, yeah. How you doing, man? Nice to see you.
And I knew, so I'm happy to be there, because I don't know what's going to happen after the teeth gets extracted. It's Mexico, aftercare and all that, and then get stabilized, and then see how long we're going to be down there, because I don't think he's going to be wanting to mess around or go back to Mexico and goof around after having extractions done.
No, I'm gonna.
And then we'll wrap it up to the Rancho, and then it'll be off to Las Vegas.
It'll just be healing time and just
shooting on the streets of Vegas. Now it should be cooler in Vegas by then, too.
Really? Should the weather? Yeah, the weather.
Why don't you look at Las Vegas?
Actually, my battery just died, so
okay.
I gotta charge it up. But yeah, I guess cooler weather's coming up, so that's gonna be good.
Did you get the title back in your name? Did the van title ever come out of your? Oh, McFly said. I don't think. Did you ever transfer title?
No, I never transferred the title. I lost the title a couple years ago when I went to Vegas, because I was showing Bobby, Rosie's friend, my security licenses, and I had it in this envelope, and I lost the title. So I've got to get the title from Arkansas, order one, and then have it sent. But I don't even need the title, because I'm not even selling the Lisa Marie anyway. So And I don't think I'll ever sell the Lisa Marie. I think this is going to be a rig that I'm going to have for a long time. It's the rig that this vehicle, I've invested more money and time in it than any other vehicle. It's been the biggest investment of my life.
JK, that's funny.
But JK, no, I don't believe that JK NoCal would vandalize the Lisa Marie. I believe that maybe if he got some drinks in him and got a little rowdy, maybe the trolls would push him to maybe verbally kind of get...
Look, JK would come up to you. He'd put his hands on your two shoulders and he would say, Marshall? Yeah? And he'd go, never mind.
Well, JK
let's have a tequila and a 7-Up,
Yeah.
baby. That's it.
JK NoCal has been watching for a long time. What, since 2014? He goes all the way back to the old school bottom of YouTube. He's supported me for a long time, many times, and I'm looking forward to meeting him like I'm looking forward to meeting Tara.
Well, we'll see if he wants to. You know, like he said, in deference, he probably won't be around, but he's certainly welcome to come down. And I know Sean the Brit is looking forward to...
and if JK NoCal does meet me...
Maybe Whiskey OG, I don't know if he'll come down.
And I think that, you know, that all these trolls that are on YouTube, you know, it'll shut a lot of people up. Whenever we meet people in real life, it really
I would like to step up to a bit of a bigger van. Now that I know how cherry boondocking is, I feel like I can pull out of my micro shell here, although I hate to give up the comfort of this. It's so comfortable here. Yeah, I would probably...
I don't think Rosie's going to ever upgrade this van. I think she likes the gas mileage too much, even though she could go into a bigger van. Right. She loves the gas mileage on this thing, and I don't think she'd ever get into a bigger van.
Darlene says she's liking your hair long. Darlene Sawyer.
A lot of people don't like my hair long. They say that I look like a hippie and I look older. Yeah, it does make me look older.
It fits in now in Southern California.
But I don't know if I'm going to keep it long, but I'm just kind of experimenting now a little bit. A lot of people here have their hair long. You see a lot of these surfer dudes and nomads.
It's a Southern California
thing.
Rosie got it down and it's like, okay, she says she likes investing. He isn't my friend. No, but I think Sean the Brit would meet you anyway. Sean is a good guy. I was really happy that I met him and spent some time with him. Let's see. So I like Sean a lot. Sean and I just... Yeah, I'm the only person who goes coast to coast on $2. That's it.
Rosie
is smiling. Cheap.
Obviously,
cheap.
Rosie could get in. Obviously, she sees a lot of bigger vans that are getting away with boondocking. But Rosie is she's so frugal. She's become a frugal gourmet doing the van life. Not only saving on the hotels, now she's frugal where she doesn't want to spend the money for a V8 or a V6 engine and have a really very economical gas mileage. So for that reason, I would be shocked to see Rosie get into a bigger van.
Well, I'm more the person now, after all this Southwest adventure for a while, I'm the kind of person that now, like Marshall does, want to go to an area for just a month or so and just really just micro explore that area with decent weather.
And all Rosie wants to do is just sleep in the van. She really doesn't want to live in the van. She doesn't want to have a shower or a toilet or a kitchen or any of that stuff. So this is a perfect match for her.
How you doing, Katie? On the agenda today is to go down and just do a day trip down to Imperial Beach and check that out today and see what that looks like. It's going to be a little partly cloudy today, but I think it's going to probably be 80 degrees or another chamber.
Are you thinking about checking out, making a little round by Mission Beach before you go down?
Yeah.
Before we go down to Chula Vista today, or go down just strictly?
Well, I'm not sure about going down to Chula Vista. That's I don't think there's a lot that I want to see in Chula Vista. But Imperial Beach, I think, would probably be interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Chula Vista is kind of like a gangbanger town. Yeah, the van has really done well for me. Like National City and Chula Vista, I don't really have any interest in going down there, but like I'm a beachy So I think as we head south, maybe we'll go. We'll stop by Mission.
Mission Beach probably would,
Yeah.
might be able to get away
Mission
with parking
Bay,
in
the-
Imperial Beach maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see how the parking is
We'll
over
see.
there. You know.
Trying to sneak peek to work. Oh, I know, Katie. You're the busiest person on Chulawana. Yeah. It just doesn't have a lot of appeal to me. So that's going to be the plan today. I think it's a good one. I'm actually excited about tomorrow tomorrow evening doing a Tijuana again.
Yeah, that'll
I
be
think
definitely.
that'll be cool. I need to take some time. I'm backed up in videos now. I have to put that up.
Yep, me too. I gotta
So I'll probably take a low day on what's left of the afternoon on the beach until later this evening, and then we'll see. Called Nasty City. Yeah, it's just not my. I've heard about it, but do I care enough to separate myth from fact? Not really.
Right.
But I'm looking forward to tomorrow night to see. But what I'm hoping is that Marshall's going to do some investigation for Tijuana, so at least screenshot some of those places, because he won't have signal over there, so we know where we're going.
Right.
Around those. 'Cause the one he gets frustrated because, you talk to different people, they tell you different stuff, go left, go right,
It's very confusing.
It's
Yep.
confusing. It's confusing, so.
Yep, it is.
I don't know, Greg. I'm not venturing outside of the real core area down there. So, honestly,
What do you look forward, Rosie, to this nighttime experience of Tijuana? What do you look forward to seeing this time
more
around?
of just
More of the food, maybe?
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to take a camera.
Okay.
I mean, I'll have my cell phone, but I do not believe that I'm going to be going for content this time.
Right.
Because I've already captured Tijuana night and daytime. This time I'm going to get
the full experience. Yeah.
Get my head out of the camera and get the full experience.
Right.
Is there a place called Muscle Beach? That's up in Venice Beach in Los Angeles, up there. That's where Muscle Beach is.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Famous people have been up there, right? Arnold Schwarzenegger, Hulk
Schwarzenegger,
Hogan, many other wrestlers and pro wrestlers and bodybuilders, and all kinds of high-profile
You'll
people.
see all kinds of trophies and plaques of people that have been up there. Well, I'll tell you what, guys, I will cap it with this, that I had doubts as to whether Marshall would make it up that cliff yesterday. And I'll have kind of a funny Marine Corps video. Elvis joins the Marine Corps training, but he scrambled up that cliff, and it wasn't less than a minute after I got up there. So I don't know how you did it, Marshall, but you did it on that thing. So
Yeah.
yep. All right. Any concluding?
Oh yeah, the final words that I have today for everybody, like I always say, we have 205 people watching. I would appreciate. I have more videos coming up. I just put up my review, me and Rosie's review of Alibaba Restaurant in El Cajon, California. We were not pleased with it. I have about maybe 10-15 videos coming up from Tijuana, from the day that we went. Stay tuned for that. So please, for the 211 people who are watching, if you haven't subscribed to Elvis Travels yet, please subscribe now and hit the bell notifications to get all my notifications to see more of the latest content coming up. And all I have to say for everybody out there, yeah, we're going to have a lot more content coming up. I think you guys kind of know our itinerary plan in the next week or so. It's going to be pretty cool. And yeah, one thing that I want to lastly say is that to Rosie and everybody else, I'm really excited about the future van build, and I'm going to get a measuring tape, and we're going to start kind of measuring inside the Lisa Marie to kind of get an idea of what's doable and what we could do in there. So I'm very excited about that. That's all I got to say about today. Have a good day, everybody.
Yeah, make sure also you're subbed up to the Rosie McNamara channel and the Rosie Murphy channel. I make Rosie McNamara all adult content all the time over there, so it's segregated. And the Rosie Murphy channel is a lot of food reviews and a little more depth on topics on that. And this is just the everyday channel. So 3 channels, and then of course Marshall has his channel, and also Missy Jenn, Jen and Rosie Reality.
So
TV.
your McNamara channel, like you said, is for more of the bikini videos.
It's all that stuff. Bikini
Bikini baking,
it's
and
all
and
Space Girl, and
Rosie
all
Kelly is more of your live
everyday
stream,
life. Yeah.
and then Rosie Murphy is more of food reviews and other reviews,
on
travel,
topics.
in-depth travel and food reviews.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's it. So, all right, peace out, everybody. Like J.K. NoCal says, you got to stick it in where you can fit it in. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody, and have a wonderful
Full day.
Wednesday.
All right. Woo.